Good evening. Welcome everybody to Toni's October Rose Studio page. This is Elizabeth. Toni's here visiting me, but unfortunately today she is not feeling so good. We did a little bit of crafting earlier today, and the heat or something has just kind of knocked her out for the day. She's taking a mandated nap. I told her she needed to just relax and put her feet up and make sure she's drinking enough water and all the things. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to craft a little bit tonight and we can chat. And I told her earlier today, this is kind of like teaching online. So I taught first grade during COVID, and when we were all out of school for a while and teaching online, I was like, well, it's kind of like teaching online because you're talking to a camera and nobody's really paying attention. Hopefully you guys are paying attention though. But when I was new, as a teacher, a lot of kids didn't pay attention. So I'm going to try to pull up comments right now. See if I can get this to upload with me. I opened and then it's not showing me anything. So welcome in. Hi, Nancy. Glad you're here. Hopefully I can keep you a little bit entertained. I know Toni's good at that, but we're going to see what we can get going today. Alrighty. I'm not showing that she's live yet. Hey, Mindy, how are ya? It's good. We've had a pretty busy day today. Toni's not feeling so great, so I'm making her rest because this heat has kind of gotten the better of her. So tonight I'm going to be doing a simple craft. I forgot to bring the unopened one over here. So I got this nativity scene clear back last Christmas, or maybe I think last Christmas. So this is from Dollar Tree. It's got the single piece for all the pieces to go in, and then the pieces are individual. So you have Mary and Joseph, and then you have the Christ child, this little manger, and then you have the three wise men, and then you have the manger. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to paint one side, but we're going to be covering the other side in some really awesome scrapbook paper that came from Hobby Lobby. This is the, if you guys didn't catch our live the other day when we did our Hobby Lobby haul, it's coming from this pack of paper, which is so beautiful. I just absolutely love it. Jackie says she hopes you're feeling better. Can't wait. Can't be there for the auction. Her granddaughter's in a play. Oh, happy times. Gotta love being able to go watch the grandkids and their plays and their fun endeavors. We'll miss you. So I'm going to try to keep, I might need Toni to help me with my I don't know what I'm doing. Do I go on stories, Toni, or what? How do I see on my phone? Do I go see dashboard?
Just your regular page. Just the page.
It's not showing up. Oh, here we go. Now I see it. I'm a little new to this. So glad everybody's here. So I had a question for you guys. Has there any time, so I was saying I felt like nobody was ever talking or listening when I was teaching. It was really funny because I'm just going to paint these white on the back. I would be teaching and I'd look up at my screen and I could see all their little faces, like through Google Meets. And there was this one little girl that would be jumping on her bed, and I'd be like, come back to your computer. And so, like, funny things like that. Once the dog went out the window, they lived on the first floor, like a one-story house, and the windows were really low in her bedroom, and the dog went out the window. So out she goes through the window, to go get her dog. Hi, Kenny Creations. Tracy, hi. Thanks for being here. Tony's under the weather today, so I'm making her get some rest so that she can be rested up for tomorrow. So my question for you is, if you were on a little square on my computer through Google while we're crafting, what would I see? What's everybody doing that I would, the behind the scenes look? What would we see happening? Thanks, Tracy. She's at my house, and so I was like, I'm just going to go live for you because we've been trying to do it together. And I was like, I can talk to a computer and talk to myself. I'm actually really good at talking to myself. My son that lives at home still thinks I'm a little nuts, but we like, what? I was like, never mind, I'm just talking to myself. So thanks for being here, everybody. Say hello. Anybody want to share what you're doing so I would know if I was watching your little screen in your room? Mindy'd be working still. Oh, it's a late night for you. Tracy sends her love. She says thank you. Nancy is laying in bed eating potato chips, watching you craft. Oh, thanks. That sounds like a good way to craft though. Watching crafting. Just laying in bed, relaxing. That's the best time of day to just unwind with a little bit of other people's creativity. I don't feel like this is really creative for me though. This is just kind of painting. So you guys know that Toni doesn't love to paint. And Tracy watching Hallmark. I so love to sit and watch Hallmark movies at the same time I watch crafters. It's so fun. Good old multitasking. And I totally squirrel, so don't mind me. Like Toni's, oh, I know what I'm saying. Toni's not. You love that Santa? Isn't that cute? That's going to be in our auction. If anybody can see. Isn't it cute? We went thrifting. We're going to add a little bit more to it to zhuzh it up, but we added some things to it to kind of make it pop. It was so adorable, we just couldn't resist it. We're like, that needs to go home with us for our auction because somebody else is going to love it as much as we did. Renee, hi Renee, eating dinner. Tracy might have to go get some potato chips for herself while she's watching. So Toni doesn't like to paint so much, but I was like, I could sit here and paint her things for her all day long while she crafts. She could just say, okay, paint it this color, and I would do it. And so behind, you probably can't see. Today I worked on a coastal tray. I might squirrel in a minute and show you guys what I've done. Because I was having just good old time painting. You guys want to see? Thumbs up if you want to see. You guys want to see the Santa? Oh, we showed you Santa. Do you want to see the lake, beachy, oceany theme? Okay. So this is really, this I had so much fun with. Guys, look at this. Okay, here's the back. So the word sun probably is the right way for you that way, but it's the back. And then it says, take me to the ocean. So it's kind of whitewashed with some blue. I painted white and then did a little blue whitewash on it. And the wording is done in sand. So that was Toni's idea. She's like, oh, you put sand on those letters. I was like, awesome, I can do that. So that's kind of fun. And then we have a seahorse. And kind of going with our color scheme, there's an anchor on the back. Because, you know, we got to double side everything. Here we have a little some shells on the beach. And we have a turtle. I was thinking about putting buttons on him for like his shell. What do you guys think? Should I add buttons for his shell? Tracy, I'm glad you like beachy things. I was like, we have to do it. It's still summer. It's the right season. What do you guys think? Should I put shells? I mean, shells. Buttons for a shell. Think maybe some brown and some greens to just kind of liven it up a little bit. They said your sand on your words is clever. Okay, I just love this boat. I got this boat. This is one we had in our Hobby Lobby find. Look at it. It's so cute at the lake. So this has got, oops, some loose things, but most of them are glued in. But it's like got sea glass inside of it. Yes on the buttons. Kitchen Table Creations. Toni might know your first names. I don't. But, okay, yes, I'll add buttons for sure. That'll be probably later tonight. So this. And then we have some of these cute little beads. Look at these beads. Aren't they cute? It's got a little starfish. And the other bead set that goes with this. A sand dollar. And these fun things. Hi, Margaret. These fun things came from Dollar Tree. I know Toni does some things with a little bit of Dollar Tree. And then this cute towel. Couldn't resist. Sea, sand, and sunshine. So this, and then some fake shells. I wish these were real. I wish I could find some real sand dollars. They look pretty real though. Starfish and sand dollars. So that's the kit. And this, right now I don't have mine on a tray, but I have this turquoisey color placemat from Dollar Tree that it's on. It looks cute. So we'll include that in the auction too. Anybody have any suggestions of what else they'd like to see? We're working on like a peppermint themed tier tray, which is really cute. Toni made some blocks. I'm going to show you part of what she did today because she was just really tired this morning. Look at this. These cute little blocks with snowflakes on them. And it's going to be with a little bucket with snow. It's just kind of a riser, little tiny riser set. And it goes with a little bucket that's going to have snowballs in it with a sign. Let's see, what else did she do? Oh, I know I could save surprises for you guys for tomorrow, but I just have to show you what she did because this is adorable. Look at this. Isn't that so cute? You know, Toni and her buttons. So she made a little tree, and it's actually on a canvas. So she did the side first, and she goes, this would look really cute if it was framed. So I was like, just put some ribbon on, cover up those staples and put some ribbon on it for a frame. And then the back, you guys, oh my goodness. She used the little card set she got from Hobby Lobby and all the cute papers in it. Look at this. Is this not to die for? Isn't that so cute? Good night, Tracy. Hope you have a great night. We know we're late. Hope you'll catch us on the replay tomorrow. But that's just kind of some of what we've gotten done. So we've been kind of busy. So for the manger scene, what do you guys think of this paper for Mary? I think it's pretty feminine. Do you like it? Like I like it? So I know I have to trace backwards. I'm not so great necessarily at this part, but I'm going to do my best to do a little bit of tracing. Today we had to go to Hobby Lobby again. Because we were like, we need these little cups. And we got into Hobby Lobby. And Toni has had lots and lots to drink because of the heat. And she takes a diuretic, so it's supposed to get rid of some of the water. And it wasn't doing so great today. She's like, I gotta keep drinking, and then we had to go to the bathroom. Both of us had to go to the bathroom. Hobby Lobby here in Las Vegas, the store that's closest to me, is in the middle of a huge kind of overhaul. They're moving everything around. And it's kind of funny. We go back to the bathroom and it's all blocked off. It's got like all the tables and stuff in front of it. And they're like, sorry, the bathroom's out of order. I don't know what the employees do. They probably sneak in and use it anyway, but they're like, sorry, it's out of order. And we're like, oh, we gotta go to the bathroom so bad. So we're like hurrying over. We asked the girl at Hobby Lobby though, we're like, can we just leave this here? We're gonna run over to Target to use the bathroom. And then we went to Target. I kid you not, guys. When Toni says like these things happen to her, they just do. We went into Target and guess what? The bathrooms were closed for cleaning. We're like, no! So we're like, what? And luckily the girl at the front says, oh, there's another bathroom back in, like the family bathroom back by the pharmacy. So we booked it. And this poor lady, we weren't not very nice as we could have been. She's like, what? The bathrooms are closed? And we both had to go to the bathroom so bad that we didn't even bother to tell her, it's okay, there's a family bathroom in the back. Because we're like, no, because then she'll get there first. So we ran out to the bathroom. But then by the time we got done in the bathroom, we're like, you know what? We don't really need to go back to Hobby Lobby. So we kind of browsed through the dollar section, the Target dollar spot. And you know what? They didn't really have a lot for crafting stuff right now. They have a lot of back to school stuff. So we didn't really get anything there either. And then I told her when she was here, we were going to go for a nice dinner. And so Texas Roadhouse is over there. And we're like, okay, we're going to go there. Because she's like, it's so good and I've never eaten there. And they don't open until 3 o'clock. I don't know if it's like that everywhere else that has Texas Roadhouse. So we ran into the dollar store and got a couple other things that we needed. Because we were looking for ceramic, for a terracotta pot. I guess it's not so much garden skis anymore. They don't restock them very much. We found a couple, like 3 packages. 2 of them, one of the things was crushed in each package. Goodness, it was not so good. Yes, for Mary. Okay, I cut it out. Oh, I really like it. Look at this. Isn't that so cute? I'm just going to Mod Podge it on. I have a million bottles of paint and stuff all over here on the table by me, so it might take a minute. Yeah, so that was our little adventure. After we left the Dollar Tree, yesterday at the Dollar Tree, I forgot we were going to get a few things, and the cashier was like, ask Toni, can I borrow you as a bagger? I've never been asked to bag stuff with my own at the Dollar Tree. That's kind of funny. I was like, we should have told her if they go back to $1, we'd be happy to bag our own things. How many of you would go back more often if they went back to $1? Sorry, I gotta get a brush. I used to shop at Dollar Tree so much, and then their prices went up. And for some reason, buying 4 things for $5 is just not the same as buying 5 things for $1. It's just not my thing. Lots of I care hearts for you, Toni. Anyway, so we went to Texas Roadhouse. We stood there for a while. There's a great big sign outside that says the peanut warning, you know, because they serve peanuts. And Toni's like, oh yeah, because two of my kids are really allergic to nuts, and they can't even be around it if it's in the air. She's like, are you okay in here? I'm like, yeah, I'm totally fine. But we went in and the floor was totally clean. It's kind of funny. And then we asked the waitress, they're like, why aren't there nuts out? And she's like, oh yeah, they stopped doing that because of COVID. But they haven't brought it back yet. So Nancy, you heard they're putting things back to $1? Oh, but not everything? Well, I know when they went dollar and then they went to $1.25, and then I know some stores they added the Dollar Tree Plus. We don't have Dollar Tree Plus here that I know of. I mean, there's tons of Dollar Trees here in the Las Vegas Valley, but I haven't seen any of the Dollar Tree Plus ones. But yeah, Toni heard that they were doing that too, but I haven't heard anything about it in our neck of the woods. So. Okay, so I was thinking of doing this paper right here for Joseph. Should I do it so that it just has the ferns, or should I include some of the berries, I guess, on him as well? I mean, he's pretty little. Should I do him so he's just like right here, like in the dark blue area? Or should I like get some of the berries in the middle or something? What do you guys think? But I seriously would shop more at the Dollar Tree again if they went back to everything being $1. Just the dark area. Thanks, Nancy. Okay, I gotta kind of see where just the dark area is then. There we go. I mean, this is such a cute little nativity anyway. It'd be something fun if you just want your grandkids or ferns only. You agree, Renee? Okay. If you have grandkids, this would be something fun to just kind of give them to paint. I have a couple other ideas for nativity. Some that I've started a little bit that's going to be on the nativity tray. So I'm using a little Sharpie, and it's not like in my little tiny piece corners. Their hands are praying, and so all their little fingers are like super tiny. I might just have to put it on and go grab some sandpaper later tonight. I know Toni told me I need a gator. A sand gator. Because I don't have one. She's like, you need one. It'll make your life easier. But here's a sneak peek. So, this needs a little bit of a paint job. Okay, so, can you see? There's the hay in the bottom. This is the beginning of a manger. And we found these cute people come from Hobby Lobby. They're going to need some touch-ups. Can you see them? They're just little wood people. They remind me of they're like the same shape as the little people used to be back in the 70s, early 80s. You know, when they were just the little ball heads. And then we're going to make a little baby Jesus for it. Decorate it a little bit, add a star. So that's also going to be part of this set. I keep losing my scissors and they're right in front of me. Okay. So I know this is kind of a simple project, but we just wanted to hop on and say hi to everybody. Let you know for sure that we're going to be going live tomorrow. Man, time sure goes fast. I forget how long it takes sometimes to make, like, do a bigger project. And you guys, Toni must spend hours and hours as she gets ready for an auction each time. We don't even see the half of what she does. The behind the scenes stuff. So I know some people sometimes like, oh, I don't know, maybe because we craft, we don't, but there's sometimes people like, crafting, that's not a job. And I know plenty of people that have done crafts as like a side job. People are like, oh, you're just crafting, but really, when you're doing it for a job, it is enjoyable, but it can be kind of tedious sometimes. So spending this time with her, I'm like, wow, this is really hard work. Like, you put so much effort into the planning and making sure you have all the materials and then the layout and even getting ready for live to make sure you have all your materials handy. I mean, yesterday when we were on together, I had to get up and go get stuff, which I was like, oh, that's not a problem because she's still here. But when you're by yourself, kind of like, excuse me, I don't want you to not see us, but gotta go grab stuff. And I don't know about you guys, but I know some people are really organized. Craft materials are all in one spot, easy accessible. I'm in the process of really tidying up my craft stuff. But to be honest, I have craft stuff in like 3 different areas of my house. Maybe 4. And so we'll be like, oh, we need this. And I'm like, okay, what part of my house is that in? So this I have curtains behind me, but it's actually like supposed to be a den kind of room. But I have 4 kids, and if my kids got to be teenagers, and my boys especially, one was in high school and one was in middle school, and their times to go to school were so different that I was like, oh, I have to give you guys your own rooms. So we converted this into a bedroom, and it's actually where, oh, this is paint, not Mod Podge. What am I doing? So Tony's actually staying in there because there's a twin size bed in there. They used to be upstairs in one of the bedrooms, and then my daughter moved back in and needed to put her full size bed upstairs. So the other bed's just been downstairs. So Tony slept down here, and then it's got little curtains on it. But I totally stapled, because it's this little pony wall and it has like an archway. This is like my dining room, and I just covered it up with fabric to make a wall. And then behind it, on the other side of the curtains that are stapled to the inside. Thank you, Jennifer, for turning on the porch light. Hi, so glad you're here. Tony's not feeling so good, so I'm making her rest right now. We're just working on a little nativity, which is super cute. I love it. But I don't know. I'm one of those people that just loves nativity. I could do a whole Christmas tree in nativity, and I'd be totally good with that. Okay, there's Joseph. Can you see him? You guys are right. The fern area only was good. Okay. So now I'm going to do baby Joseph. I mean baby Jesus, baby Joseph. Oh, J names. So I'm going to use this paper right here. But I'm just going to use like the sand, because I thought maybe I'll just paint him gold. But there's like that gold color, so I'm going to try to cut him out. So that the gold color, the goldish color sand, is like on top where the baby is. If that makes any sense. Okay. So I'm actually going to kind of trace it right side up. I guess it doesn't matter this way. I don't know which way it should go. I guess it really doesn't matter. But I think in this bigger side is where his head is. So I'm going to have it so his head is facing Mary. Is everybody having a good night tonight? Getting ready for the weekend? I know when I'm teaching during the school year, weekend is always my favorite. I love my job, don't get me wrong, but by Friday night, I'm so tired. I usually come home and go to sleep at like 7 or 8 o'clock on Fridays because I'm so exhausted. But during summer, I hardly ever know what day it is. It's terrible. I told my parents I never know what day it is because they're like, that's what it's like to be retired. I'm like, oh no, I never know what day it is. They're like, well, that's why we have a clock that tells us. I was like, that's pretty smart. It's been a day. That sounds like if it's been a day means it's been a long day, huh? Are you ready for Friday to be here and the work day to be over with? So you can get some much needed rest and relaxation, Jennifer. What's the best thing that happened in your day today? Or what's something that you're thankful for today? Man, with hands down, I am so thankful for the modern conveniences of air conditioning. And I'm really thankful for tinted windows. Like Toni told you yesterday, we sat in my car and burned her legs. She burned her legs in my daughter's car because it doesn't have tinted windows. It's pretty crazy. But I so am thankful for air conditioning and tinted car windows. But there's always lots to be thankful for every day. Jennifer, that's great. That's such a positive thing. She's grateful for just waking up. That is, every day we should wake up and be thankful that we lived another day, right? Sorry, I'm probably... Oh, you live in Western Washington? That's so nice. That area is beautiful. My mom grew up in Washington State. And you know, I couldn't tell you what part of Washington it is, but it's more towards Tacoma. Puyallup. She's from Puyallup. Okay, I don't know how to. I just told Toni not to use my sewing scissors on paper, but they're sharper. I need to get in a little tiny piece. Oh, I forgot. Just a minute. I'm leaning over. I forgot to have my pointy little scissors, my precision scissors. Need them. Gotta cut this teensy tiny piece out. You're about an hour north of Seattle. Maybe I should talk my children into going vacation to Seattle. They would love that. So I tell my kids we need to go on a family vacation next summer. Because it's been a really long time. Like my Facebook memories are popping up and it's been like 6 years since we went on a real vacation. I mean, we've gone to visit family, but not even that much. My oldest is 24, so she's been out of the house for 6 years. So, pretty much we went on vacation before she moved out. And we haven't really, or I guess right after she graduated from high school, and we haven't really been back to take a family vacation. Wow, 3 houses from where you grew up? That's amazing. Nancy, 3 doctor's appointments. Oh. Wow. Hey, that's good though that you were in and out by, not in and out, but done by 12:15 so you didn't have to sit all day. Cardiac tests, those are no fun. Too many plugs. All the things they could get up to. Well, I hope they get everything and that everything checks out good for you. And man, I wish I could live somewhere near where I grew up. My parents actually live here in Vegas, but I am a military brat. And my parents retired here in Vegas. But I never lived here as a teenager or as a kid. They moved here 10 days after I graduated from high school. And I didn't come with them because I was working a summer job. So that, I'm envious of people that got to live the same place their whole life. And which is funny because I'm like, I could just live here. My kids are always like, why do we still live here in Vegas? It's so hot. And now that they're pretty much old enough to go live where they want, guess where they live? Still in Las Vegas. Okay, here's baby Jesus. Okay, I painted this white, but I'm really kind of thinking maybe I should have painted it a different color. And I don't know if you can see it. Can you guys see it if I put it right here? I'll kind of lift it up. Pardon my disasters. Okay. So here's Mary. And Joseph. And the baby. Baby Jesus, right? Might have to go in and file down the slits a little bit. Can you guys see that? Here. Isn't that cute? Okay, so the next part I have we have the wise men. And so they're traveling from afar, right? So I thought that I'm going to do them in this night sky star paper. Just kind of give the illusion that they're further away. And they actually sit in the middle, in this middle piece right here. So that they're a little behind them. And then the manger goes in the very back. And to be honest, this paper is, a lot of the designs are kind of big. So I'm not sure if we should cover it in paper or just leave it painted brown. Oh, Renee, you couldn't wait to get away from where you grew up. How far away did you go from where you grew up? I actually couldn't stay where I was because we were in Berlin, Germany when I graduated from high school. So I attended a Department of Defense school. And I actually stayed there with some friends, living with some family friends, because I had a job that I made really good money. And I knew that if I went back to the States right away, it would be hard to find a job that paid that much. So my parents let me stay. But then, of course, I could only stay that summer, and the military paid for me to fly back home. And so, fly back to the States. So when I flew back to the United States from Germany, I actually flew right to where I went to college. Well, I actually flew to Utah. Well, I went to college in Utah, but I went and flew to my grandparents to stay with my grandparents for a few days. And then they took me to college, which was kind of funny, you know. All these people's parents are bringing them to college for their first year of college, and my grandparents took me. I wonder if anybody thought they were my parents. But they were like 70 at the time. In their 70s. They were probably mid-70s. Oops, I forgot to trace the middle. You moved 200 miles away. That's not too bad. Close enough to go home if you want to. But far enough that family can't just come knock on your door unexpected in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning. I know my kids were like, my oldest especially, she's like, I cannot wait to leave Vegas. And she went off to school, and she went to Utah to school. She actually had to come home during COVID because she hurt her foot really bad and couldn't work. Therefore, she couldn't afford to live out there by herself. So was like, I guess you have to come home. She didn't like that, but. And she stayed. She's the one that's even moved back into the house, so it's kind of funny. She couldn't wait to get out. My second daughter is married. She's the one having a baby in December. And she's also like, we're moving. But her husband's family lives in Henderson, which is pretty much Las Vegas. It's just, they kind of run into each other. But he is really close to his family. And I was like, he is not going to want to move anywhere unless his family moves too. That's how close they are, that I think if they moved out of state, his parents would probably go too. But it's their dream to go live in like the Austin, Texas area. Because he has some family that his extended family that lives there. His dad is from there. Okay. These are such tiny little pieces, you guys. I was not prepared for how long this is going to take me to cut out little tiny paper. Like the little curves on their faces are just like so precise. I'm probably going to have to get like an emery board file or something, file the edges down once I'm done. My kids said I don't think they really moved to get away from their family either. They just moved because they were tired of where we lived. But I understand them not wanting to live in Las Vegas forever because it is really hot. People ask me all the time, well, why do you still live here? I'm like, I bought a house. I can't afford another house in this housing market. So I will just stay. Probably till I retire. I still have like 13 more years with my school district before I'm ready to retire. It's not a bad place though. I like where I live. There's great people that live here. And I guess wherever we live is what we make of it, right? We can make ourselves miserable by dwelling on the negatives about where we live, but it's not much that changes it. So like for me, I'm just like super happy to have a job that I enjoy. I have a nice house. It's been a pretty safe place to raise my kids, so that's good. I know school is getting ready to start here really soon. When does school go back in session where you guys are living? If you have kids, maybe you know, maybe not. If you don't have kids at home still, or young enough. My youngest, my baby, is going to be a senior. And he did not like it this week when I told him. He was saying something and I was like, well, you know, school starts in 3 weeks. He's like, what? So our kids start school on August 7th. So early, and it's going to be so hot still. Because our summer was kind of delayed in getting really hot like it usually is. I'll say most of July has been pretty low key. Oh man, that's so nice to be able to live where you're close to everything. Oh, you guys start after Labor Day? So lucky. I just can't figure out why our school district keeps starting earlier and earlier. Like, I have to be to work August 2nd. That's crazy. I think that's the earliest I've ever started since I've been an educator. Wow, you don't get out until the middle of June. I know that's why they kind of changed ours up, because they're like, we need to get out in May. like before Memorial Day, which is funny because it would be so, I think, but I don't run the school district. Sorry about that. Tony's phone was ringing. Yeah, we start really super early, but I just think it would make more sense if we started a little bit later so we weren't so hot. Second week of June, see, that would be perfect. And the good thing is we don't have to make up snow days. Except one year. One year we had a snow day. It was so funny. It snowed really hard in some parts of our school district. And our school districts here in Nevada are the whole county. And so it snowed really hard in some areas. And then they canceled school the next day. It did not really even snow the day that was a snow day. Like, the weather was beautiful. And then, of course, because it's so hot here, the snow doesn't stick much. So that was kind of a fun little adventure that we had to make up snow day. But they build them into our schedule now that they give them to us as, like, if we don't have to have a makeup day, then we have a random day off. That's during certain points of the school year, which I guess is okay. But then they also have a couple, like the last day of school for kids could be like the day after. But like this school year, we ended on a Monday. So weird. And we had half days. Parents are like, do we have to bring our kids to school? I'm like, it's up to you. But a lot of people didn't come on last day of school because it was Monday. I like this, you guys. Look at this on the dark. Okay, let me stick this one down. Oops. A little happy with my Mod Podge there. A little on the outside, a little on the inside. These are like so skinny. I might have to show you guys my son's dog, which is kind of a funny story how my son came to get a dog. So he's had this dog for not even a week yet. Is it yours?
Yeah.
It said you ordered something.
I ordered something a bit ago.
Oh.
Didn't order anything new.
My son just got an Amazon package and he's like, I don't remember what I ordered. So my daughter is a dog groomer, my oldest, and she groomed this dog, and the owner's like, well, do you know anybody who wants a dog? So they're like, we kind of having a hard time keeping up with this dog, so like life is just, we're too busy. And so they kind of wanted to get rid of their dog, and my daughter's like, no. Well, she tried to ask me if I wanted a dog, and I was like, no, I'm not ready for dog ownership yet. So, you just put that right in front of my camera stand.
Oh, I didn't know you had a camera up. That's my bad.
Yeah, I'm on live. I'm not just sitting here talking to myself.
Oh, I thought you were on the phone or something. My bad.
You can tell this is not my normal job. Sorry about that. They're gonna be like, we can't see. Okay. So my son got this dog because my daughter groomed it, and then the people that took it for a groom never came back to get it. I'm gonna show you. Her name's Strudel. So she claimed my son as her owner, and hopefully he likes her. Can you guys see this? This one's a little thick for the stand, so I might have to go in and shave it down a little bit. We'll rest him right there for now. And then here's the back. Come here, Strudel. I'm going to show you my son's dog. Is it addressed to you?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh. Come here, Strudel.
It says connect full. That's yours.
Yeah. Come here, Strudel. Come here. Come here, girl. She is just the cutest. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. You gotta get up here. Okay, I'm not a dog person. I don't really know what to do with them. But look at this baby. Isn't she so cute? She's the kisser too. Look. This is Strudel. How can anybody just leave this at a groomer, right? She's so precious. Lots of hearts for you, Strudel. Okay, baby. Get your drink. Anyway. Thank you, Jennifer. So this was kind of fun. I'm glad you guys came on so I could talk to myself a little bit. Thanks for visiting with me. Isn't she adorable? I'm starting to learn to love dogs. I've never been a dog person, and when my daughter moved in, she has a standard poodle. Big dog. But I've gotten used to him, and I really enjoy having him around. So when my daughter's like, I'm moving out soon, you're going to be so lonely. I was like, you're right. I want to miss your dog. I will miss her too, but. So my son got this dog, and she is the best thing that's happened to him in a long time. She's so friendly. She's just a sweet, sweet dog. They told us she was a little bit potty trained, like potty pad trained. So the first few, like 4 days, she's just accident. But today, she's actually gone to the bathroom when he takes her outside. So he's super excited about that. Anyway, thanks for joining me tonight. We'll be on tomorrow. We'll probably hop on in the morning or early afternoon to do a little craft with you as we finish up some stuff and get ready for the auction. Hope everybody has a great night. Have a great Friday. And we'll see you guys tonight. See you guys tomorrow night. Have a great night. Bye.